Welcome back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. Well, in these contemporary days, the American Supreme Court has drawn much attention in news circles, especially in the debates surrounding the sanctity of human life. But what exactly is the Supreme Court, and how did it come to hold the judicial power it does today? Well, in this moment in history, let's explore the history of the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court of the United States. Now, the United States Supreme Court was created at the foundation of the nation with the intention of being the last and most powerful defense of justice in the land. It was founded out of the Judiciary Act of 1789, and in 1790 the court gathered for the first time under the headship of its first Chief Justice, John Jay, appointed to the role by the first President of the U.S., George Washington. Now, this is a practice that has continued to this day, where the President has authority to appoint a justice to the Supreme Court. The court has lasted for the last 230 years as part of the three-tiered system of authority in the United States, the executive, judicial, and legislative branches. It has been made up of a conglomeration of justices who serve life terms, with 17 Chief Justices in its history to date. The court has been at the center of some of the most influential, and for better or worse, moments in the life of the nation. Several examples of these are as follows. The court under Earl Warren in the 50s and 60s, which was tasked with most infamously cracking the insidious case of the murder of John F. Kennedy. The Warren Commission, named after that Chief Justice, determined that Kennedy was murdered by Lee Harvey Oswald and that it was not a conspiracy. And of course, this was a ruling that many historians debate to this day. Now, another major Supreme Court decision of the 20th century was, unquestioningly, the horrific Roe v. Wade ruling in 1973, where the court essentially legalized the murder of unborn babies nationwide. For Christians, it's important to remember when we study the history of the Supreme Court, a body of legislators that has made both good and bad decisions, that the Supreme Court is not the supreme judge of the land. That title is reserved for one being only, Almighty God. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History.